I don't know about you, but Paris, France is looking a little different lately, but at least it's still a lot better than LA. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. My name is Luke Radowski here of WeAreChange.org, and there's a lot of absolutely crazy and wild news to get into today, as of course we have a lot of very tumultuous news for very important world leaders that are getting checked and questioned more than ever, as of course there has been a new target placed on Elon Musk, as it looks like that there's a very coordinated attack going up against him as well. We are going to be talking about that, plus all the latest news that has happened within the last few days here on this independent media broadcast. If you like the shirt that I'm wearing, you could get it on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com. And the clip that we played in the beginning of this broadcast highlights an open Parisian marketplace. Well, at least people there are buying and trading stuff. In LA, there's open air drug markets like this where, the merchandise that's being transferred is just a little bit different. Just as different as a lot of people's perspectives on what happened on January 6th, as of course we now just got new footage released from this incident at the Capitol showing peaceful crowds walking down the hallways. This as House Republicans have just finally started to release the footage of what actually really happened of that entire incident online with U.S. Congressman Matt Gaetz, who, of course, had to force this issue by, getting rid of the Speaker of the House, negotiating for the American people, and doing almost everything in his power to release this video footage that finally now is being released to the general public. 44,000 hours of this entire incident that now will be made public for the world to see and fully grasp and understand this entire incident more than ever before. This, as other fellow Congress members like Mike Lee have accused the January 6th committee of deliberately hiding this footage from the general public. Now that it is out, the people will be able to decide what was really going on that particular date. As of course, the footage that we got so far, again, people giving thumbs up to police officers and just walking, parading around. As of course, there were some violent clashes. Those clashes will be seen, of course, just like everything else that now the general public will get a full, unedited perspective of, which is a major win. This as today, the House Republicans are also being asked to get rid of the subpoenas that they have on the Biden family members, which they probably won't do. This as things look worse and worse for Joe Biden, as of course, even major celebrities that previously endorsed him, like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, are now backtracking when talking about having friends who support the current president of the United States. Something that, of course, was recently pushed back on by Joe Rogan when the two were on a podcast with this clip that is now going viral of the incident.
When I was a kid, you could have a Republican friend. Like, it was no big deal.
Yes.
It's no big deal. Like, oh, Bobby likes George Bush. Who
course.
cares? Who gives
Right.
a f***? You were a supporter of Bill Clinton. He liked George Bush. Nobody cared. Nobody like you. You know, it wasn't like you're a Nazi. Like I'm a Nazi. I just want lower taxes.
That's what the f*** talking about.
How did I become a Nazi?
Dude, it's the craziest thing. I have friends who support Trump. I have friends who support Biden. I have friends.
Do you really have friends who support Biden?
I do.
Come on.
No. Here's what I do. I have friends. Thank you. That's a good check because that's important. This is important context.
They support the Democratic Party.
I have friends who are loyal to the party.
Yes.
An important distinction, as of course it definitely does not look like Joe Biden will be the Democratic nominee for president of the United States, as all the writings are on the wall for him to be ousted very soon. As his main chief political rival, that his Department of Justice, as well as other state prosecutors all throughout the United States, are fighting an uphill battle against the former president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, that of course is leading in the polls with record high support numbers, with a clear road to victory for the next presidency of the United States, as of course there's going to be some establishment figures that are definitely going to be doing their best to try to stop it. But can they is a question that a lot of people are asking themselves, as even Joe Rogan admitted that when Donald Trump entered the UFC with Tucker Carlson, with Kid Rock, and Dana White, that he described people going bananas, describing them as some kind of right-wing Avengers that the place, quote, went nuts for. As of course, I think it's fair to say that there's going to be a lot of shakeups for the next upcoming presidential elections that we hope everyone is strapped in for. As of course in Israel, the current prime minister of that country is also facing a major uphill battle as his poll numbers are declining rapidly, as the Times of Israel is reporting that if there was an election held today, he would be obliterated by the main political opposition party to him. This is finally, we got some good news out of the region, as there's now a U.S. brokered tentative peace deal that can at least stop the conflict for the next 5 days. Will it last? Will it not? This, as of course, there's some new video footage that we probably can't talk about here, as of course on this platform. We have to be very careful with what we say, which we're going to be describing exactly why in just a little bit, but that's one reason out of many reasons why we started TheBestPoliticalShirts.com, our own website, our own store. We have some amazing t-shirt ideas that cannot be censored on any social media platform. We just released this one with a comparison of the normies and average people. We have another one that's pretty simple for a lot of people to understand, as this t-shirt company was predominantly started after we were fully demonetized here on this particular platform. We needed a way to support ourselves, and what better way to do that than, of course, have people express political ideas out in the wild that cannot be censored or stopped. The shirt that I have on right now, you could also get on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com, where if you start wearing them, the one that I'm wearing right now particularly, by the way, I feel like a freaking rock star wearing it around the general public, because of course people are like, yeah, no matter what political spectrum they're on, they see a lack of critical thinking in our modern day society. They see the lack of just overall intelligence. IQ scores down, and they're probably not going to be going up anytime soon. If you want to find a way to meet like-minded individuals, to become friends with people in your community, to find out who not only thinks like you, but to also let them know that they are not alone, get a shirt on TheBestPoliticalShirts.com, as of course this brand, this company also spurred on an idea for, of course, TheBestPoliticalShow.com, which is our new live podcast show where members of LukeUnfiltered.com get to call in. As today, 6 p.m. Eastern, we are going to have a very important show that probably we won't be able to play a big portion of on YouTube. We're only going to play a small portion of that, but we are going to be going live. We are going to be taking your questions. You will be able to call in as a member of LukeUnfiltered.com, as we have a very tumultuous guest today that has been canceled and censored all throughout social media, except for, of course, Twitter and Rumble, which brings me to the story of all the censorship that has been recently happening on social media. As, of course, Just Pearly Things has been describing how she was just demonetized out of thin air with no warnings at all on her YouTube channel. Other online commentators do describe very similar situations, including even Gary Franchi of the Next News Network, that is going through appeal processes, reapplication processes, as a lot of content creators are kind of asking themselves, why did I get demonetized? Why am I getting downranked in the algorithm? And some of them are getting remonetized, not even knowing why. A feeling that now Elon Musk is feeling today, as of course he's being directly attacked, particularly with his free speech platform, Twitter, that now has major multinational corporations like Apple, Comcast, Disney, the European Commission, IBM, Lionsgate, Paramount, Warner Brothers, NBC Universal, and many other corporations pulling advertisements all at the same time. This is according to the reporting from the New York Times. Why is this platform particularly being attacked right now with what clearly is a coordinated, targeted attack on one of the platforms online where people are able to have free discussions? Well, of course, everyone has their particular theories about what is actually happening right now, as, of course, it's important to note here that Media Matters on their homepage is now blatantly and dishonestly attacking Elon Musk, Twitter, and of course Rumble, all accusing them of hating people of a particular ethnicity and religion. And with my knowledge and understanding of this situation, of course, accusations that are absolutely false, as of course the thing that these platforms are guilty of is of course not acting like a big brother nanny state of the intelligence agencies and destroying people's ability to talk to each other. That's essentially what these platforms are doing, and this is why they are exactly under attack, as of course the powers that be, in my opinion, are afraid of people being able to just have conversations with each other that are based off honesty, transparency, and political discourse that of course can't be tightly controlled by central controllers. All of this is happening as now Elon Musk has announced that he will be suing Media Matters over these reports that have directly affected these corporations advertising on his platform, as he is vowing a thermonuclear lawsuit against Media Matters for what my opinion is clear slander and direct attacks against individuals for just being able to speak to each other. This as we're finding out that Media Matters is actually also even being accused of creating fake accounts in order to have fake impressions on their articles, with Jack Posobiec saying that this isn't journalism, this is a hoax, as he has even gone as far as to speculate that what is happening to Elon Musk now relates to the head of every tech company just having dinner with Xi Jinping, the president of China, as of course this well-known publicized dinner between the Chinese president and all the heads of the multinational corporations of significant influence in this country comes within 24 hours of this corporate boycott of Twitter and X, with Jack Posobiec pointing out that, of course, these corporations have no problem supporting TikTok, but have launched what a lot of people call a direct, targeted attack against one of the platforms that we are still able to be on and not worry about being censored for expressing speech. This, as a lot of different individuals have now come out in relation to this news. One of them, of course, Michael Schiffert, the CEO and founder of Public Square, that just announced his partnership with Tucker Carlson, as he announced that he is going to be doubling and even in some instances tripling down on their support of creators on X. Seth Dillon of the Babylon Bee just came out and announced that he is offering up $250,000 of advertisement revenue for Twitter, as of course Tim Pool, the Beanie Man, announced that Timcast also will be joining Seth Dillon and the Babylon Bee and committing another $250,000 towards buying advertisements on X for the next few months. Will this be enough to sustain and support Twitter? Well, in the face of this advertisement boycott, who knows? I don't know the internal numbers here. Personally, myself, I wish I had some revenue to buy some advertisements. Right now, we've been kind of in the red for the last few months. I'm thinking maybe we could do a GoFundMe. Hey, let's raise some money to do advertisements. But I don't know if that's an idea that is worth pursuing. You guys would let me know if it is. But I think it's clear that what's happening here is that Elon Musk is being attacked because he let too many normal people be able to just have political conversations that the system deems inappropriate. And now, with this legal lawfare that will commence right afterwards, especially during a very busy holiday season when everyone is trying to advertise, what is going to be happening to the future of X, to the future of these deals, to the future of a platform that is dependent on advertisement as of right now? Well, time will only tell. What do you think is going to happen? Press 1 if you think Twitter will survive. Press 2 if you think this is definitely going to attack it severely to the point where it will no longer exist. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I am thinking about doing this, maybe a fundraiser, not on GoFundMe because that's a horrible platform. Probably Give, Send, Go. Sorry, excuse my ignorance. And me forgetting that, GoFundMe is another censorious platform that, of course, censors people for their political speech and ideas that they just don't like. Sorry about that. Yeah, Give, Send, Go. We're thinking about doing one of those. Let's get some advertisements on Twitter here. Join all these other independent content creators. What do you think? If you guys like the idea, if there's enough support of it, we'll do it. And on that note, thank you so much for supporting us as an independent media organization. Thank you for buying our shorts, buying our products, supporting us, being a member of LukeUnfiltered.com. If it wasn't for you guys doing that, we wouldn't be here. And that's why we love you guys. Stay tuned for more here on wearechange.org.